Alright, so this is the Galaxy Z Flip 4, which we just received it from Samsung, and it is in its full retail packaging, just like what you see right here. So instead of the Z branding right here, like last year's Z Flip 3, you get the Flip branding instead right over here, which is pretty straightforward. So you wouldn't be going there and thinking this is just another Galaxy phone, you know? So let's unbox and talk about the Z Flip 4. So this is the same slim box that we've gotten with every recent Samsung phones because there's no charger inside. So this is the Galaxy Z Flip 4 in the Bora Purple color. Thank you Samsung for sending this over because this is one of my favorite colors of the Z Flip 4. And we get another box right over here, which we should see the USB-C to C charging cable and some documentations, all right? So there you have it. We have the USB-C to C charging cable, we have a SIM ejector, and some slim documentation. Seems like Samsung is really going green this time by just only including this slim manual on teaching you how to insert the SIM card, and that's pretty much about it. Nothing else is inside the box. And now let's check out the Galaxy Z Flip 4. Alright, we've got everything set up right over here, and let's just go through the hardware tour once again. So on the front, you get a 6.7-inch dynamic AMOLED 2X display that refreshes adaptively at 120Hz. Now this is pretty much the same display that Samsung has used back on the Galaxy Z Flip 3, but what Samsung has done on the Z Flip 4 this time is a slimmer hinge that makes the crease on the screen less visible. Now there is still a crease of course on the middle here, but I believe most of you who have used foldable phones before would probably just treat it as a pretty normal thing. It's just like the notch on the iPhone, alright? In terms of specs, the Galaxy Z Flip 4 is powered by a Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1 processor, which is a really good thing and should be more powerful than the Galaxy S22 series because this Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1 chip has seen a lot of performance improvements as well as efficiency improvements back on some other phones that we have checked out. The Z Flip 4 also comes with 8GB of RAM and up to 512GB of storage. Now, that is a very welcoming news because back on the Z Flip 3, you only get up to 256GB of storage, but on the Z Flip 4, you get a 512GB option if you want to take a lot of videos and photos to store on this phone, and I think people will be really happy to know about that. When it comes to cameras, the Z Flip 4 still retains the same 12MP resolution on its main and ultra-wide sensors, but Samsung says that they have increased the sensor size of the main 12MP camera, which we should see an improvement in low-light performance. And as for the front-facing camera that's inside, it is still the same 10MP camera that we have all been very familiar with that takes really good selfies. One exciting upgrade that the Z Flip 4 has over the Z Flip 3 would be its increased battery capacity, which has now been boosted to a 3700 mAh battery. Now I know even though that's still not the largest amount that you can find on a foldable form factor like this, it is nonetheless still a good effort from Samsung for increasing its battery capacity at the very least, and the phone now also supports a faster charging rate at 25 watts, which is something that I have complained back on the Z Flip 3, and I can't wait to find out how well this increased battery capacity would benefit me as I am reviewing this phone. Now, if you have seen my first impressions video back then, I was actually very impressed with the improvements that Samsung has made to the Galaxy Z Flip 4, even though it is just a minor refresh of the Z Flip 3. Now, first of all, is this smooth hinge mechanism, which is something that, you know what, back on the Z Flip 3, I always find that it is actually a bit rough, so that makes it difficult to open with one hand, but with this one, it's actually way smoother if you want to do that flex, you know, that kind of flex to your friends to show you that you actually have a foldable phone on hand. So that is something that Samsung has definitely improved on. The hinge definitely feels a lot more solid and it opens more smoothly as compared to the Galaxy Z Flip 3. Now, another reason that I'm super excited to review the Galaxy Z Flip 4 is the improved external display of the Galaxy Z Flip 4, which Samsung has actually added some newer widgets such as calling people from the outside, and also the way that you can control the camera is already different from the Z Flip 3, as you can actually take full-size 4x3 pictures instead of 1x1. So that is going to be very useful when I take a picture using the cover screen. And last but not least, the thing that I am particularly excited about is the improved performance on the Z Z Flip 4 with the Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1, because back on the Z Flip 3, when it is using the Snapdragon 3.8 processor, it is actually very hot, and to be honest, it is not the most efficient processor from Qualcomm back then. So let's hope with the increased battery capacity and efficiency of the Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1 processor, the Z Flip 4 can turn out to be a good foldable phone that I can easily recommend anyone this time. Alright, so that's a pretty quick first impressions and a recap, plus the unboxing of the Galaxy Z Flip 4. I'll be using this as my daily driver right now, and I'll share with you guys in the coming weeks. So if you have any questions, do leave a comment down below and let me know what you want to know about the Galaxy Z Flip 4 so that I can conclude it in the final review of the phone. So thanks for watching today's video, subscribe to our channel, and be sure to follow us on social media, and I'll see you guys in our next one.